Hello! Welcome back to my video. I wanted to create a look that was a soft, more so everyday glam. Everybody has a different representation of what everyday glam is. But for me, it's usually a natural finish, radiant skin look, very fresh. And I want to say a huge thank you to NARS for partnering with me in this video to share with you guys everything you need to know about the new foundation, which is also my current favorite foundation. And aside from it being a video partner with them, this 100% genuinely has been my favorite foundation so far in a very, very long time. And I've been wearing it nonstop. You guys have seen it in my few recent videos and on my Instagram. It's the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And as you guys can see here, this was the little PR package they sent. It was so exciting to see such an inclusive shade range, which is incredible. And I'm gonna swatch some of the shades for you guys in the video as well. We're just gonna go ahead and hop into the tutorial. First things first, we're starting off with my current favorite foundation of the new NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. It definitely is all of those things. Like I said, I've been wearing this for, I think, going by my Instagram pictures, like the last 2 months. So when they reached out to me to work with me and partner with me on this video, I said, yeah. I said yes. Since there is such a large shade range, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the darkest shade, the lightest shade, and then my shade, which I would say is a medium shade. So this is Molly. Let's do the medium shade right next to that, which I use Barcelona. And then we're gonna swatch Oslo, which is a fair shade. Their deepest, medium shade, which is my shade, and their fairest shade. Just so you guys get a visual, there's 33 shade ranges. That is what I'm talking about. I feel like it's amazing that they have this whole row for fair skin, medium toned skin, and deep skin, all different undertones in here, and it's just incredible to look at all of this. How do you get rid of these cute bottles? They're so cute. So it has 16-hour fade resisting wear, which is definitely proven true through my experience. I feel like every time I've worn it, it has lasted all day. I've been wearing it for any photo shoots I've had, long days, just everything. I love this. And it has a really, really great coverage while still having like a natural finish, you know what I mean? Another thing it has, which I didn't know, and it says here, it says it has a skin optimizing complex which improves your skin hour by hour, and it has a natural blend of raspberry, apple, and watermelon extracts to smooth and improve skin texture for optimal radiance. Okay. Depending on how much sun I've gotten, I usually go in between Barcelona and Syracuse. I've been mixing both of them, but I think right now I've lost any tan that I've had. So I'm gonna go with Barcelona today. I'm gonna go ahead and shake this up. Usually I use about 2 pumps of this to cover my entire face. And then I use a 3rd pump to do my neck, because my neck stays very light. Typically, when I apply foundation, I've been using a beauty blender, but I really like the way this looks with just a buffing brush. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush. Let me show you guys. I have some little marks that just kind of don't want to go away right now. And I just start here and start buffing everything in. So the way I like to apply the foundation is I like to buff a thin layer all around just to get the even complexion. Look at that. All of those little marks are gone. This is kind of crazy, but like with 100% honesty to you guys. First of all, I never do sponsored videos if I don't feel good about them, and I don't work with companies if I don't like the product. I mean, obviously there's products from every company that like you like some, you don't like some, but this was something I naturally began loving even before they reached out to me, and I've been wearing. It just made me really happy that I'm like, I already genuinely love this product. And I always want to be truthful and honest. So when I say that what I'm about to say, know that I 100% mean it. But this is literally like probably my favorite foundation I've ever tried. Ever. To do my neck, I use more of a stippling brush, and I just kind of lightly graze it over. I'm not gonna go all the way down because I don't want to get it on my shirt right now. I'm just gonna kind of give it a little. So I want to do a zoom into the skin, what it looks like. The natural skin texture doesn't look too cakey. Oh, there you go, all up in it. All up in it. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes, and then I will finish the face after. I know you guys have been asking for a more natural look. I'm gonna do that for you guys. I think I'm gonna go into this new ColourPop palette because this is something I just got and I want to use it. It's Give It To Me Straight. Boom. This has a lot of good everyday colors. I'm gonna use this shade, which is called Matter of Fact, just a nice little matte shade. And I'm gonna apply that on the brow bone and just kind of set the lid space a little bit here. I just got my brows done today by Kelly Baker Brow, and I'm just so happy because every time she does my brows, I love filling them in right after because they look so much nicer and clean. So how has your guys' year been going so far? I feel like January was just like, whoo, for me. I've been go, 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 and I have something really exciting tomorrow, which you guys will already know about by the time you watch this video, so you will know that I did my photo shoot with Key. It's crazy how long things take to do, you know, and I've been holding on to these sunnies for a hot minute. Steven and I just went to Paris, which was so fun. Vlog coming soon on that too. It was so beautiful, and I will say, you know, I did meet one of you guys on the plane, and we had a flight together, and I asked her how she liked Paris, and she said that she liked it, but like, you know, a little like discouraged. And the first time I went to Paris, I think I felt the same way, but then we went back and I was like, oh my God, this is a totally different experience. I'm in love with it. You know how people say it's magical? I like didn't see that the first time, and it's totally like your experiences have so much to do with that, but then I fell in love with it, and the last few times we've gone, I'm like, this place is incredible. The architecture, just like everything about it, so nice. I'm gonna go into Downright, which is this shade right here. I would say this is like a mauve tone. I'm gonna take a blending brush and go into that. What I like to do is tilt my head back. I can see the socket of my eye a lot better, and just follow those contours of the eye. I think today I'm going for a very pretty look. Something that's really easy, not a lot of steps, not a lot of eyeshadow colors. I like this color already because it does have that dusty pink mauve undertone, which just looks really fresh. January's kind of been exciting, crazy, just all good things. I'm really motivated and driven. I just feel like so many exciting things are gonna happen. You have to think that and put it out there, and then put it out into the universe that good things are gonna happen. And I've been inspired to just like, I don't know, I just want to do so many cool videos, and I love filming. Somebody actually asked me the other day, they said if like this would all go away, say like YouTube went away, everything went away, what would you do? I said, I would want to start a production company where I help brands or other people make like really sick videos. With my family, with Steven, with my brother, and Cindy. I love creating concept for videos. I'm so happy you guys liked my last video. It's so much fun for me. Like the ideas of editing and like, you know, I work with Steven. Steven edits a lot too. My brother edits, likes to edit too, and just like kind of all working together to come up with sick ideas for brands. That's what I would do. I've been blending for like a hot minute. I'm just gonna go ahead and deepen that just a pinch. I'm gonna use BS, which is right here. I don't think I'm gonna do a lot of that. I just want the slightest hint, kind of just on this outer part. Just pop a little over there. And you could totally skip this step. You don't have to add this. It's gonna look pretty without it. It just depends on how much you wanna add. So this is really pretty, really soft. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a concealer brush. This is Dose of Colors concealer brush, and just dip into any concealer. This is what really brings the whole look together, and I kind of know I do this in every video, but it just makes it look so polished. Cleaning up the lid space with the concealer. No matter how little of eyeshadow you put on, cleaning it up like this is gonna make such an impact on your eye makeup look. I like to take a blending brush, buff those edges out after, make sure it's nice and clean. All right, it's always a decision whether I should do a matte or a shimmer. First, I'm gonna take a blending brush with that BS color that we used, and I'm just gonna lightly buff out the edge where the concealer meets. And this is super easy. You just wiggle it around, not too much product, so that it has a nice little gradient and it's not super harsh there. I like to almost apply the outer, like where you would apply a wing, right? So heavier out here and then taper it onto the lash line. And this is even a little bit much for an everyday look, but it's kind of like what I do, you know? Like when I wear makeup on Instagram and on Snap, and you guys want this like everyday look, so it's a little much, but I know you guys like a little much. As you guys can see, this looks really soft, really pretty. I love the way this looks. Now my decision is always like, do I do a shimmer or do I do a matte. I feel like for me, a matte is a little less showy, but then there's also this color. Oh, you know what? I kind of did a coppery look, so I'm not gonna use that color. This is my thought process, how it goes down. I think we have to do a matte shade because I feel like that's a little bit more everyday for me. This is a good palette. I've been using this a lot, love it. This is the BH Studio Pro Palette Ultimate Neutrals. Love it, really affordable. I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here. This color right here is such a pretty matte everyday lid shade. They don't have names, but it's the second one from the top. I'm gonna go ahead and pack that on all over the lid. And this is also a mauve tone. That might be a little bit too close to the crease color, so I'm switching that direction. And I'm actually gonna go into this shade right here. There we go. I am just really loving this BH Cosmetics palette. Then you just take that all over the lid where you applied the concealer. And again, taking my blending brush and just going along those edges so that everything stays looking really soft. We don't want like a super, super cut crease look. This is pretty much my technique for my everyday eyeshadow looks, and I just switch out the colors to like browns or mauves or peaches. So there you go. That is the eyeshadow. It looks very pretty, really feminine. I'm gonna go ahead and use my favorite lashes at the moment. These are the Makeup by Samuel lashes. They are just my favorites lately. I've been wearing them so much. I have to kind of pick the glue off of them. First, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of mascara. I'm using the Maybelline and Shayla mascara in Baddest Black. Also, what you want to do when you are applying lashes with no liner, very important, you need to tight line your upper waterline. So right up in there, you got to put a little black liner, that way you don't have any gaps. Lately, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to tell you guys this. I have been struggling to put on my lashes. I don't know why. It's been a struggle for me, and I'm just letting you guys know that if it happens to you, it happens. It's normal. All right, here goes, guys. Oh, I forgot to tight line my lash line. I gave you guys the whole speech about tight lining, and then I forgot to do so. All right, guys, I did it. Before I do the lower lash line, I'm gonna finish off the face makeup, and I'm gonna pair the foundation with the Natural Radiant Creamy Concealer by NARS as well. This is in the shade Ginger, which is what I like because I find it neutralizes darkness. This is gonna be a perfect match with the foundation. I'm also gonna take that into this little smile line here, sides of the nose, slim it out in this area. Taking my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that all out. You could also use this time to clean up the outer corner of the shadow. I think I did a little too much there. So I'm just gonna take a blending brush and lightly diffuse that because I don't want it to be like a straight line. I just want it to be soft. Next, we're gonna go ahead and set the under eye. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me in light medium today. So I'm taking a little bit of that on this Elsie brush, and I'm gonna apply it on the cheeks, on the sides of my nose, and dust it on the under eye. Also, I'm gonna use a little bit of that on the forehead right here. I will put like whatever's left over just where I'm gonna apply the bronzer here, but not a lot. So now that the under eye is set, we can go ahead and finish that eye makeup, and this is super easy. I keep it simple. I'm just gonna take that really pretty color that we used in the crease, the very first color, which was Downright, and I'm gonna take that on my Elsie E4 brush. I'm gonna graze that, connecting the outer corner and just bringing it in. I feel weird having like a bare lower lash line. I usually never do a bare lower lash line unless I'm not wearing makeup, like eyeshadow at all. I just feel like I like to make my eyes like a little bit bigger, and so I like to apply that shadow right there. I'm not gonna do darker colors at the bottom because I still want it to look very like light and airy and fresh. I don't want it to look heavy at all. So we're just using that same one color. To open up the eyes even more, I like to use a lighter pencil in the waterline. This is actually a brow highlight by Kelly Baker Brow, which I always use in my waterline. After I apply this, I go back into the brush that I used for the lower lash line, and I just make sure that there's no liner on my lashes or like in the shadow area. So see how that opened up my eyes and made them look a little bigger as well. And then we're just gonna apply mascara on the lower lashes. I'm doing that off camera because I need to like look really, really closely into the camera, so I'll be right back. Next, I'm gonna do the highlight. I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight today. This is one of my favorite drugstore highlights. I like to tilt my head and look to see where the light hits. Right here. Boom. And this is like an everyday look, so I like to keep the highlight just right here, just where the sun would naturally hit, then bring it up. Make sure you blend it really well into the skin, like the edges. After you apply most of the product, just kind of feather out those edges. And just a little, like right up here. Of course, I love to put highlight right here, just at the very top of the nose. And then I use my finger to apply it here. I know I went a little ham on the last video chin highlight, so I'm gonna go a little less, okay? Whatever's left over on my brush, so not fully like I just ate KFC, but you know it's there. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and also use the same highlight and apply that to the inner corners. This is an LC brush, an LC E5, Steven's favorite part of my makeup look. Let's go in with some bronzer. I'm gonna use the GUERLAIN bronzer in Terracotta. All right, and I don't want too much bronzer, just a light amount, so I'm gonna dip my brush in, and then this is the LC F10, and then I'm going to dust it on the back of my hand and just hug the highlight here. Kind of helps to put the highlight on first so that you know that your highlight and bronzer are meeting. Sometimes I'll do, like when I'm doing makeup quick, I'll do my bronzer and then I'll put my highlight on, and my highlight's going in this direction, my bronzer's going in this direction, so there's like this section here that the two don't meet. When I do the highlight first, it like really ensures that those two are a couple. I'm gonna take a little bit of that bronzer on a blending brush and just use it on the very tip of the nose. I usually don't do like a full nose contour, I just do that part. So I know I say everyday makeup when I'm doing this, but I know this can be a lot for some people, so if this is a lot for you every day, which it is a lot, but when I say everyday, I mean every day when I'm like, I wanna be glam today. We're gonna go in with the blush. Now, I love this, and I've said it before in another video. BECCA and CHRISSY TEIGEN little palette. I just love this shade right here. It's so pretty as a blush or a blush topper. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of the blush and a little bit of this highlighting blush because it's very, very rosy. So I take those two, mix them together. I like to put them on the apples of my cheeks. I know not a lot of people like that. Some people like to put it more back here, which you could also do. But I feel like this gives you like a really fresh look, and you gotta do this face. You have to. You have to. For the lips, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Penelope Pink color. This is a really good everyday lipstick. All right, this is the finished makeup look. It's really soft. It's perfect for every day if you are a makeup wearer like me. Even if you decide that this eye look is a little bit too much for you, I feel like the skin look is so perfect for every day for anybody just because it's natural finish. It doesn't look cakey. Just a nice light bronzer, melts perfectly into the highlight. Just keeping it mostly to this area right here. It just looks so soft. The technique I did with the blush, using an illuminating blush mixed with a little bit of a matte blush together on the apples of the cheeks, gives you a really youthful, fresh look. And then this lip pairs perfectly with everything. It's understated and it's hydrating, and it's not gonna like be uncomfortable all day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Also, I'm curious to know how many of you on a everyday, and when I say everyday, I mean like on the days where you decide like I'm gonna wear makeup, how many of you guys wear lashes? Like a strip lash? I'm very curious to know. Leave it down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Alright, let's get this party started. Are you recording? I'm pretty sure I'm applying lipstick over tahini on my lips because I was eating some, and I'm feeling a little tahini. Excuse me. I don't like it. What is that from, Marky?
Aladdin.
Yep.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.